what we're going to be doing tonight is we are going to use kind of not all, but a lot of what I would consider to be the supplemental skincare that Mary Kay offers. And we've done a lot of research to figure out how to combine our supplemental products to create kind of a facial that you would go to like a med spa or a dermatology spa and be able to get this service and have all these treatments done, but it would cost you a lot of money and obviously your time. But we have combined all of that to recreate that so you can do it from home in your bathroom. And so it's kind of fun to see the difference in your skin. You're going to see like a really big difference in your skin right away, and probably a lot of changes that you haven't seen in a long time or maybe ever. And so it's a really, really nice treat. So, and throughout the process, I'm just going to continue teaching you about like skincare and what you could be using, or what is helpful for your skin type and stuff like that. So I'm just going to talk and talk and talk. And if anyone has a question at any time, just shout it out and we'll just stop and address it. It's pretty informal here, so it's no worries. And or if I'm going too fast or anything like that, just let me know. So we are going to jump right in, and I'm going to explain everything as we go. So just know if you're like confused about why we're using something or have a couple questions, I'll probably address it. But if I don't, then please ask. We're going to start with this strip, this long strip. And we're not going to be using this whole thing tonight. We're going to be using, the first thing we're going to use is the one that's all the way on the left, and it says the 4-in-1 cleanser. Okay. And then all of these samples, everyone that we're going to use except for the eye gel patches, they all have about 2 to 3 uses in them. So don't feel like you need to squeeze everything out because our products are really concentrated. So any skincare routine starts with cleansing. This is what like the large tube looks like. And I'm just going to give you a couple tips before we start. I hate having water like all down my arms and like dripping off of my face. It drives me insane. It keeps me from wanting to do anything cleansing related over the sink. So a couple tips is you get these on Amazon. They're like $5 or something. And they're really awesome because they help keep water from running down like your arms. But to control that in the first place, rather than getting my face wet, like before I put my cleanser on, I like to put my cleanser on my fingertips. So I'm using about this much. And what I do is I'm going to rub this just between my fingertips. And then I'm using a bowl of water tonight, but if you're using your faucet, like either just run it under the faucet or just dip it in the water and then just start scrubbing. And then if you need a little more water, just like dip your fingers in that water so your whole hand isn't wet and then your whole face won't be dripping wet. So we're just going to go ahead and do that and start scrubbing everywhere on your face. You don't want to use cleanser on your eyes, but I will in a minute show you something you can use to remove any eye makeup. And some of you, I can't remember what everyone has off the top of my head, but some of you have our dry to normal formula, which is our white kind of creamier cleanser. It's a little bit more gentle because dry skin just has a harder time holding on to oil, natural oils and water in our skin. So we like to do that a little bit more gently. And then anyone with oily skin or really combination skin has our clear, it's a little bit more of a gel cleanser. So it gives a little bit deeper cleanse because your skin just requires that. Now, this cleanser has some little beads that you're probably feeling on your face. Those are gentle exfoliating beads. So that's a huge, huge necessary step in any skincare routine is exfoliating, but you want to be gentle with it. So we do a little bit of exfoliating with those beads, but not too much on a daily basis with our cleanser. And then there's also a toner and a brightening agent. So it's going to do 4 steps in one. So that's going to save you a lot of time and just be really helpful. So whenever you feel like you're good on the cleansing, go ahead and get your washcloth wet, and we're just going to wipe that off. I prefer to use a microfiber washcloth because it's a lot gentler on your skin. The material is very gentle. And then it also, microfiber is woven like at a higher density. And so it really helps like grab the product off your face. So it's going to help bring out extra dirt, extra oil, extra bacteria, stuff like that. So you're kind of giving your skin a little bit of a cleanse boost, but you're also being really gentle with your face. And those are both really important things. You don't want to tug or pull if you can avoid it, because our skin just doesn't need that. We want to be delicate with it if we can. Our natural aging does enough of that stuff. So before we move on real quick, I'm gonna pat my face down a little bit. Again, if you're patting your face dry, try not to pull and tug, just kind of try to pat it and be gentle. So the reason you don't want to put a cleanser on your eyes is because our eyes don't have any oil glands. There's no natural moisture being produced. So if we're going to cleanse it with something that's meant to remove oils, we're going to age our eyes more quickly and dry them out. So a great alternative, this is called eye makeup remover. It's oil-free eye makeup remover. You can see there's two different layers. It kind of separates right here. And you just shake it up and you put this on like a cotton square or circle. This is an example of a microfiber one. Again, I like to be as gentle as possible. And this is going to take off any eyeshadow, eyeliner, brow products, mascara, whether it's a cream or a waterproof or whatever. This had those two layers. One is for waterproof. So you shake it up, you put it on here. The brow, like eyeshadow, brow, all that stuff is going to wipe off immediately. And then mascara is really meant to stick on, so it can be a little more stubborn. So what you like to do with that is just kind of let it sit on your eyelashes and kind of let that break down and dissolve. And then I just wiggle it back and forth and swipe it away, and it usually falls like underneath. So I'll just grab all that and it comes off. And then this also has a conditioning agent. So it's going to condition your lashes and make sure that you're not drying them out, breaking them, things like that. So it's going to make them feel better than when you started, really. And then to take off extra makeup, this is a micellar water. This one is waterless, so you can leave it on. So what this can be useful for is kind of the same premise of eye makeup remover, but for your face. Getting all your makeup off before you use your cleanser is great, because then you're just not pushing makeup around on your face. You're letting the cleanser actually get into your pore and clean your skin rather than just kind of moving makeup around. This is also really nice if you have really, really sensitive skin or it's really dehydrated, so it just can't be cleansed too much because it might hurt or it might cause a breakout or something like that. This is a great option. Or if you are a little lazy and don't like to cleanse all the time, this is a great option because you just wipe it on your face really quickly. You don't have to rinse it off, and then you can keep going. So that's kind of my lazy person hack. And I try not to lean on it too much, but it's a great alternative. So that is the first step. The next packet we're going to use, it's kind of a brighter pink and it has two sides. And it says Microdermabrasion Refine and Pore Minimizer. Now, again, we're not going to need to use everything in here. Today, we're just going to use the right side because we're going to continue on with some other treatments. So it's the bigger one that says Microdermabrasion Refine. And same thing, this is water activated. So we're going to do kind of the same thing we just did with our cleanser. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger here. I'm going to rub it between my fingertips, and then I'm going to get some water and start scrubbing my face. Don't scrub the eye area again, but you're going to feel this. So if it feels a little too sensitive, try adding some more water. This is a highly water activated product. And then if it still feels too sensitive, if you have an area that's like exceptionally dry or really just kind of broken down, you can just avoid that spot because we don't want to irritate it any further. That's something that needs to be repaired through hydration. And you're going to scrub everywhere. So your nose. This can also be done. So when you're doing skincare, you actually want to do the neck as well. I'm not going to do my neck with this one simply because these crystals are kind of hard to clean up. But a great time to do this product is in the shower because you need water and it just rinses off so easily then. And what this is doing is we're going to get a really nice deep exfoliation on the surface of our skin because as adults, our skin doesn't turn over very quickly. When we're babies, and babies have super, super soft skin, it's because their skin is turning itself over every 5 days. So they're getting rid of dead skin cells every 5 days. Once we become adults, like that process lengthens out over time. And as when we get to be adults, it's only happening once a month. So that's why our skin can appear textured or dull or rough or anything like that. If you have any of those kind of issues with your skin or things you want to improve, this is a really great product. And then also, if you mentioned that your pores are really large, this product is phenomenal for that because it's going to help unclog that. A lot of times our pores are stretched out because they have a bunch of dead skin and other things stuck in them. So we need to get that cleaned out. And sometimes it requires this deeper, kind of more aggressive treatment. A cleanser can't always do that. And then this is also going to help with like fine lines and wrinkles because we're getting dead skin off. So wrinkles are caused by dead skin buildup and lack of hydration. And then, so as we continue to dehydrate our skin, those wrinkles are going to become deeper and deeper. So this is going to allow our skin to breathe. And then all of our products that we use after this can get down into our pores and get absorbed. Instead of being stuck like on our dead skin cells that are stuck on the surface, they can actually get down into our skin and do their job. So whenever you feel like your scrubbing is all good, you can start washing that off. This is where a microfiber washcloth really comes in handy because it kind of grabs these crystals off rather than kind of pushing them around. So I really like microfiber for several reasons.
How often do you use this?
Perfect question. So if you're going to use this product on its own, and what I mean by that is you're not using like all the other exfoliation we're going to do tonight, you can use this about twice a week, 2 to 3 times a week. It depends on your skin type. This is really good for everyone, but if you have really dehydrated and dry skin, if you can imagine if you were doing this scrubbing every day, that would make your skin pretty raw. So 2 to 3 times a week, like a Wednesday and a Sunday is always a good starting point. Sorry, there is a hair and I just can't get rid of it. And that'll keep your skin fresh and turned over because like I said, it's only doing it on its own once a month. So if you can help that along, it's going to help all your products absorb and you're going to save a lot of money because you're going to need to use less of those other products as well. Now, if you're going to use this product in conjunction with everything else we're going to use tonight and do like a full facial is what I would call it, then you probably only want to be using about twice a month. So I recommend doing, if you're going to do the full facial, about twice a month, like every other week is a good starting point. But any of these exfoliating products we're using can be used twice a week. So you can space them out, like do a different one every night and kind of rotate through, or you can pair up a couple of them, not all of them, but maybe 2 of them and do that twice a week and switch out which ones you're doing and stuff like that. So it just takes some playing around based on your skin type and what you want for your skin. But that's something I can help you determine as well, because we all have some different needs. We're not going to use the pore minimizer tonight because we're going to continue on with more exfoliation. I'm going to tell you how you can use this and try it out tomorrow with the rest of this strip. So we're going to talk about at the end how you can utilize those and try them out. What the pore minimizer does though, so if you were just using Microderm and you weren't going to do all these other ones, you would want to put this on afterwards, and it helps soothe your skin because, that was kind of an intense treatment that you can feel. And so we want to help. It's not a moisturizer. It's not going to replace your moisturizer, but it's going to help soothe the skin and replenish, just kind of calming it. And then the pore minimizer also can be used on a daily basis. and it helps keep your pores looking smaller. You can't actually change the size of a pore, but you can clean it out and you can hydrate it. And those two things will make it appear smaller. So this is a perfect product for keeping your pores. Blackheads, whiteheads, all those things. It's going to clear those up and make your pores look really clean and hydrated and just like a lot less noticeable. Okay, we're going to do this white packet with a green stripe at the bottom, and it says deep cleansing charcoal mask. All right. Now you guys don't have one of these, but I like to show everyone these. If you happen to have one of these, like in your bathroom, feel free to use it. It's a silicone spatula, and it just helps you be able to apply this a lot more evenly. You use less product. It just goes quicker and smoother. This is a charcoal mask. And again, we're not going to do the eye area. If you have super dry skin, I would just keep it into kind of the T-zone, meaning your forehead, your nose, and your chin. If you have more oily skin or you don't feel very dehydrated or anything like that, you can do the whole face. It's totally fine. We don't really have a lot of extra oil. Some people do, but dry skin doesn't really produce a lot of oil out here. Everyone does a little bit in the T-zone. So we're going to apply a really thin layer. It does not need to be thick. It can be a little bit transparent. And we're going to just let that kind of get all over our skin, and then I'll explain what it's doing. And it smells really, really nice. That is some eucalyptus, and there's some other stuff in there. This product is a fun one that you kind of play with and kind of learn your own skin with, because it's going to show you exactly where on your face you have extra oils and dirt and other fun things. Because I have drier skin, I only use this product a couple times a month when and I do this facial a lot because I hold a lot of sessions, but so I know I don't need a ton. If I was only using it like a couple times a month, I might use it in more places, but my skin just doesn't hold a lot of excess oil. And then the spatula cleans right up, so that's really nice too. But yeah, you might notice that charcoal's all over your hands. So what this product does is it's going to dry on your face. You can leave it sit from anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. And as it dries, it's going to turn into a lighter gray color. And anywhere that it stays dark gray, you're going to see these little dots light up. Like, oh, it always happens on the nose. Everyone's nose is just so dirty. The dark gray circles that stay, that's oil being absorbed into the charcoal, and the charcoal's trapping it, and it's gonna come off with it when we wipe the mask off. So you're grabbing excess oil that's deeper down in your pores, and also extra bacteria and dirt. And if anywhere lights up white instead of that dark gray, that's actually bacteria. And that's a pimple coming through or being absorbed into the mask. So this is really great for people who have a little bit more acne prone skin, or I just like to use it anytime I have a breakout. I'll use it as a spot treatment, and I'll just like dab a little bit off, and I'll put it on that little blemish. And what it's going to do is it's going to draw all of that bacteria out of that blemish quicker than your face would. Like sometimes, you know, a pimple comes in and it hurts and it's really inflamed and it hurts to touch and stuff like that. This is going to help draw that out. So like I'll just do it every night until it draws all the way out, and it'll be super easy to pop. Like it'll be almost like falling apart. So you could pop it gently, get that off. And then I like to use it like 1 or 2 more times, and it's going to draw out any extra stuff that didn't come out, and it's going to reduce all the inflammation. So it's going to dry that spot out, and you're not going to have these big hard blemishes that hurt and are red and all that stuff. And my dry throat is just not going to cooperate. The other thing is like, if you ever have like a bee sting or a bug bite or something, this will draw the venom right out of that to grab all that out and help reduce inflammation and make that not hurt as well. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry for about 10 minutes or a little less. We're not gonna do the whole 20 by any means. And while we do that, I'm just gonna give you some examples of daily skincare since we're doing all the fun extras and supplemental stuff that is really important, but you wouldn't be using them every day. I'm gonna show you guys what a daily skincare routine looks like and is made up of. So this first one that you can see on the screen, this is actually the strip that you have. So we're going to learn how to use this and sample that tomorrow. But this is like our most universal set that is very great for early to moderate signs of aging. It really improves hydration, firming, and brightening the skin. And it works in very little time. So it's going to start balancing out your hydration, whether that is dry skin or oily skin. Both are a sign of dehydration in the skin. So a lot of people with oily skin think that they're overhydrated, but oil is not a sign of hydration. It's actually a sign of dehydration. Your skin is just choosing to present it in a different way. So the oil sits on the surface of the skin, but underneath it's really dehydrated and it needs proper hydration. You know you don't need a big thick moisturizer that kind of clogs you up, but a little bit more of a light moisturizer that's geared towards oily skin is going to actually help balance those oils, and it's going to stop your skin from making too much oil, and you're not going to experience oiliness anymore. So this comes in the oily to combination formula and the dry to normal formula. And what it's made up of is a cleanser, the one we just tried. It has an antioxidant moisturizer, and it's formulated for your skin, so it's either type. And then it has a day serum, which includes SPF. And that's really important because that's going to help protect your skin and prevent it from aging further. And then there's also a night serum. So you switch out which serum you're using based on the time of day. And that's going to help repair your skin. It has fresh vitamins and other things to help relax and repair your skin, because that's when our skin repairs itself, is while we're sleeping. Just like the rest of our body, that is the purpose of sleep, is to regenerate your body. So your skin is doing the same thing. Any skincare routine should be done in the morning and evening. Like I said, if you're lazy, use the micellar water as your cleanser. I find it much easier to put on my moisturizer, but for whatever reason, the mental hurdle for me is cleansing over the sink. In the shower cleansing, that's easy because you're already doing everything else. So this is really great. When I started using it, I felt like my skin was more hydrated within the first 2 days. And then in 2 weeks, you see really big difference. In 4 weeks, it's even more. And it just keeps getting better and better. Most skincare takes about 12 weeks to see a difference. Ours is about 2. So I love this one. And then you can also add on an eye cream, which I think is really important in any skincare as well. This is for more advanced signs of aging. This is our Voluform Repair Set. And this is going to target skin that is already a little bit damaged, that you're looking more for like a facelift, like your skin is starting to sag. That includes the neck area, and it's the same number of steps. It has a gentle foaming cleanser. I actually like to use that foaming cleanser to take my makeup off, because my skin, I have dry skin, so I can't do a gel cleanser in any way that foams. That's 9 times out of 10 going to give me a breakout. But this one is made for more mature skin, and as we mature, our skin just dries out because of hormones and all those fun things. So I feel like because it foams, it does a good job of grabbing my makeup, and I use that. And then it has a lifting serum, so that's going to help with that facelift I was talking about, get that collagen back in there. It has a day and a night serum, or night moisturizer. So their moisturizers are split in this one. The nighttime one has encapsulated retinol, which is something we can all benefit from, and then a really great eye cream. So the other thing too, all of our skincare lines are made to mix and match. So most companies do not test their skincare to be interactive. Ours, you can mix and match anything and customize. So you can grab a cleanser from over here. Like I said, I use this to take my makeup off, but I use the Time Wise cleanser in the morning. And you can grab a moisturizer from over here. You can mix anything together. So you're using all the serums that you want to use. You can benefit from all of it. Come on. All right, then we'll just do it this way. Sorry. This is not a daily skincare routine, but it is something I like to touch on because a lot of people are looking for something like this, and it's really, really powerful. So this is called pure retinol. I just mentioned encapsulated retinol, which can be used every day and will not irritate your skin. Pure retinol is very potent and powerful. And so what it's going to do is it's going to really help with anti-aging and damaged skin, meaning fine lines and wrinkles, firmness, brightness, and then skin tone, meaning like if you have any damaged sunspots or anything like that, what this is going to do is it's going to turn your skin over. You know, we did the exfoliation and did the top layer of our skin. This is going to go layers deep and start making our skin turn over even quicker. Like I mentioned, it only happens once a month naturally. This is going to speed that up. And what it's going to do is it's going to push out all the damaged skin. So our skin starts looking much healthier, more even. Our wrinkles are all going to diminish, and because it has some other collagen and elastin products as well. And then because it does that so quickly, you're also pushing out any hydration that's within those layers of skin. And so you have to be in a really good balanced hydration place to utilize this and start using this. And we use a process to acclimate your skin to it, where a lot of people don't advise that retinol can be really drying or irritating to your skin if you're not using it properly and making sure your skin is ready to use it. So we use that process that really helps make sure there's no irritation. And then it comes with it's called Calm and Restore Facial Milk, which is not going to replace a moisturizer, but it's a layer of hydration to help prevent any of that irritation. A lot of people don't know this, but we can all benefit from using 2 or 3 layers of hydration, meaning 2 or 3 different types of moisturizing products in our skincare routine. Most people, everyone, I would say, mostly everyone has dehydrated skin, and you don't know it because you don't know what it feels like to have hydrated skin. And having optimally hydrated skin will make your skin look about 70% better just on its own. It's going to fill in your wrinkles because you're going to hydrate them. And then it's going to make your skin look healthy. It's going to be softer, all those things. And then making sure you're exfoliating and cleansing. Those 3 steps are going to change your skin dramatically. So I just like to touch on this because it's something that a lot of people want to use to change their skin quickly. This line also has some boosters that you can add into your skincare routine at any time, and they help target specific solutions. They're not going to be as quick as the pure retinol, but they do a really nice job. If you utilize these and like you miss a day or two, you instantly are like, what's going on with my skin? And it's like, oh, I quit using that. And they really make a nice difference. So those are good as well. This is our Mary Kay skincare line. It does not have any anti-aging. So it is a perfect routine for someone who isn't looking for anti-aging or like a young teenage skincare system. It comes in the 2 different formulas for dry skin and for oily skin. And, you know, our cleanser that we did earlier had a cleansing agent, the toner, and the exfoliating scrub, and then a brightening agent. This is broken apart. So you get a cleanser, a really gentle exfoliating scrub that you can use every day. I love it. A toner, and then a moisturizer that fits your skin type. This has got really great moisturizers too. This is our Clear Proof Acne System. I find that most acne is a response to dehydrated skin, again, and can be fixed without using any acne products, but just by getting your skin balanced again. And if it persists beyond that and you still have acne, this system works really great. But I am just cautious with people about utilizing this because it's very strong. And so if you don't truly need it, if your acne isn't a bacteria issue, then it can cause irritation in your skin. But it's a really great system. And again, you could just pull pieces from it rather than using the whole set if you have some persistent acne, and we can start there. This is our naturally set, and we're going to get to try the oil from this later. It's 100% natural from the way it's sourced to manufactured to packaged. Everything in here is 100% natural. And then we have a men's set. So it's really basic, a cleanser, a moisturizer with SPF, and then a cooling aftershave gel. So those are just some examples of, we have skincare that can kind of fit any need. And again, they can be mixed and matched. So we can customize anything. But the basics of skincare that you want to be doing on a daily basis are cleansing, exfoliating, and hydrating with multiple layers. If you have really dehydrated skin, the other thing I would recommend that we're not trying tonight, but adding into your routine, is a sheet mask. This is so powerful because it just boosts hydration quicker than anything else can, because you're going to put it on your face and it's going to sit over time and just absorb all the moisture. And it's not greasy or anything like that. It's a good cooling, moisturizing mask. We have a couple different ones, but that's a really, really powerful way to get your skin on track quickly. And then your daily products and your supplemental products are going to help maintain that balance. And you're just going to see so much benefit from that. Okay. I got to get my screen back up. There you guys are. Okay, so by now our mask should be dry. It should be a lighter gray. Anywhere that is darker and has all those fun little spots, that's oil and dirt and makeup and everything else that's still trapped in your pores, even though we already used our gentle daily cleanser. So again, you can't use this product every day because it would be stripping too much, but you can see on your face what's all in there. And then again, if you have any white spots, those are pimples. Also be aware that when you use this charcoal mask for the first time, you know, most of us have never gotten this deep clean of our skin before. And so it is not uncommon that in the next week or so, you might have some blemishes come through. It's called skin purging, and it's just getting all that stuff out, and it has nowhere to go but through your skin. So just know that that's common, and you can always reapply this mask in those areas. That's common to have to use it like a couple times to get your skin cleaned out, and then you can kind of utilize it again more in a routine. Okay, so to take this off, we are going to wet our washcloth. We're just going to let it sit on the mask for a little bit, and it's going to dissolve and break it down, and then it'll just wipe right off. There's no peeling or anything like that. And this mask will make your skin softer as well, because there is still some dead skin down in your pores and such. And so it's going to help grab anything that we didn't get already. It also has some really great products that help with redness in the skin. So it helps tone that down if it's an oil-related redness. The other common instance that your skin is red is, again, like severe dehydration, where just down in those layers, it's raw. Just like if you had some sort of like eczema spot or something that's always usually red and inflamed, that's what's going on beneath your skin in the deeper layers. And it just needs that deep hydration to heal itself. Your face will be a little bit like healthier looking, kind of have a glow. Like I always notice my nose is like reflecting the light really well. because we got all that dirt out of my pores and stuff. So it's kind of like a free little highlight for your face. Your skin should be feeling really soft at this point. If your skin is feeling a little bit tight, that is fairly normal. It means your skin's dehydrated and we're doing a lot of exfoliation. So it's just like saying, okay, I'm ready for some hydration in a minute. We're going to do one more exfoliating product and we're going to move into the hydration part. So the next one we're going to use is kind of like a paler pink color. It says Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. And so this is going to go on like a lotion. Again, we're going to avoid the eyes. You can put it everywhere else on your face, except like if you have a very irritated spot or an open cut or something like that, you want to avoid that. Since this is pretty easy to take off, I'm going to do my neck with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. I'm just going to put this on everywhere like a moisturizer you would. Just put a thin layer everywhere. And just know that if this is tingling for you, that is normal. Okay, so the tingling that's taking place on your skin is what this product does is it doesn't actually peel anything. So it's called a facial peel because it's like a medical term, but it's not peeling. This is going to be a little bit of a deeper exfoliation of your skin. So we did the top layer with that gritty scrub. Now we're going about 2 to 3 layers deep in our skin, and there's some more dead skin that is ready to turn over, but it needs a little nudge to get there. So the tingling that you're feeling is there's like actually a chemical process that's breaking apart bonds that are like hanging on for dear life. And then they're just going to come to the surface and be ready to just slough off. So when we wipe this off, that's what'll happen. This treatment is about a 10-minute treatment. So you can leave it on anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to do somewhere in between today. But as it's tingling, it's breaking this down. So this is going to help again with like fine lines and wrinkles, aging, like sunspots or anything like that, because we're turning our skin over more quickly. This is going to be somewhere between the microderm we did was just the physical top layer. This is going a few layers deep. And then the pure retinol I talked about is going to work from really deep within. And that has some collagen and elastin, so it does things differently. This doesn't have that, but it has some other products to help soothe your skin too at the same time, so you're not creating irritation. So while this sits, I'm going to give you a little bit of info about our entries, if I can find it. Okay, so we have a $400 cash drawing. It's every month. And I just want to let you know how you can gain more entries into our drawing. So the first one is just for having a facial and holding your scheduled follow-up skin consultation. You're going to get 1 entry into our drawing. So that's pretty awesome. I wish I could enter myself and get $400, and that would be great. And then if you decide to invest in anything, you don't have to by any means, but if you do, there's entries for every $50 that you purchase. And just kind of for a reference point, all of these bigger tubes that I'm using tonight, like these are retail size ones, they all have about 25 to 30 uses in them. I think some of them you can stretch even further. Depends on your skin type and how squeeze happy you are. But so if you wanted to do this whole facial again in your bathroom at home, and you're going to utilize the time frame that I suggested, which is once every other week. That's going to keep your skin looking really fresh. It's going to help your daily skincare work so much better. And you'll notice like super big changes in your skin. So if you wanted to do that every other month, that would be 24 times a year. So purchasing these would get you through an entire year. And it comes out to be about like $12 a facial. So that's really, really nice because I had just gotten a message the other month from, I must be on a mailing list from a spa because I must have gone there one time. And they were advertising a Hydrasession and it was $200 for the facial. Plus you normally need to tip your esthetician, so probably like $250 just to go get the service done. And that's not with getting any product with it. That's just going and getting it done. And anytime I've actually gone and done a facial, I've always left feeling like my Mary Kay products were doing a better job. I wasn't like, I was expecting to be amazed. And I was like, wow, actually what I'm doing at home is being more effective. So $12 versus $250 is a great choice for me. And I just love that I can do it on my own time. I like to do the facial while I'm like watching TV after I put my kids to bed or something like that. So just letting you know kind of what that compares to be. If you have any friends, like as you're doing this and you're thinking like my sister would absolutely love this, we gift sessions to people for free on your behalf. It just helps me meet more women and teach them how to take care of their skin and help them find the right solutions for their skin. So if you have anyone in your life that you think would love this, we give entries for that as well. And I love to do my business that way because I find that quality women give names of quality women. And so it's a great source for me to find women that I want to work with in my business. As well as if you have girlfriends that you would want to gift a session to and you would want to host a session, which is really just this, it's really the same thing. It's just you making earning free product at the same time. So it's really not any different than referring a friend, but we send out kits and then you get free shopping dollars because I like to be able to give people the opportunity to get all the products they want, but be able to do it at the most affordable price for them. So anyone that decides that they want to do that is going to get one of these hydrating masks I talk about for free. I'm going to just include that in with your stuff. And then if a couple of you decide that, then I'm going to give Katie a free satin hand set. And this time of year, this is a must because as your hands are just getting assaulted with the weather, our satin hand set is amazing. It comes with a hand cream that's really great because it stays on between washes. It's not greasy. It comes with a hand scrub. So you can exfoliate your hands like we did for our face and make sure that that hand cream is actually penetrating your skin and moisturizing it. And then it comes with this thicker hand softener that you can use in a couple of ways to protect your hands before you're scrubbing it when they're like super, super bad and like bleeding and dried and all that stuff. Also, I like to use it as a thick treatment at night. I put it on my hands and sleep that way to get some deep hydration. I also use it for like everything. So any dry spots, my son has like a weird dry patch on his leg that just keeps coming back. So we use that. It's like a thicker, heavy hydration. So I love that stuff. Really great for diaper rash too, if you have little babies. So that's another way to earn some entries. And then if anyone wants to hear more about like the business opportunity, I have a few slots every month that I allow to hold interviews for people either who really want to know more or who just kind of want to do a practice interview, learn a little bit more. Doesn't lock you into anything, but we have a really great company. You can earn extra income, a little bit or a lot. You can work your own schedule. We teach you how to do all those things, and we just do things a little differently than any other direct sales company. We own our own customers, so they can't cut us out from that. We make a 50% commission on all of our products, which is the highest commission that is allowed that you can make in direct sales. And our company is family owned, we're debt free, and we just have a lot of great resources. So whether you're looking to make some extra money for the holidays to buy Christmas gifts, or you're looking for some girlfriends. We do lots of fun things together, and it's just a great environment. So that's also another way to earn entries into our $400 cash drawing, which is great coming up on the holidays. I would love to have $400 more. So, all right. Your face shouldn't be tingling anymore. Sometimes mine actually sweats at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to wash this off, and nothing special. Just wipe down your whole face. If you did your neck, make sure you wipe that off too. You don't want to leave that on overnight. Okay, and then whenever you have it off, just kind of pat your face dry. We're done exfoliating our skin. I'm going to take my headband off. Okay. So your skin should be a lot healthier looking, a lot brighter looking, a lot glowier looking, a lot softer, a lot cleaner feeling. If your skin feels tight at this point, just know that's okay. We're going to hydrate it up now, and that's just a sign that your skin is dehydrated and it's not optimally hydrated. It's not balanced enough. So that's definitely something to think about, and we can talk about at your skin consult of what can I do to fix that. One thing I had already mentioned being the sheet mask is a great, great choice. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our eye gel patches. And before you put these on, the company is just too kind and there is too much gel in these. I'm going to tell you right away. So they're very, very slippery. And what I would recommend you do is I would actually slough the gel off of the patch and then just like paint a little bit on there because there's just too much. And then we're going to put it underneath our eyes. So usually the thicker part is out here and the little tail comes in here. Some people's eye shape, it just works better the other way. So if that's not working for you, try flipping it around. When you get these in a jar, there's 30 pairs. And the great thing is all the gel settles at the bottom of the jar, so it doesn't oversaturate. Like these samples are just like crazy. They're just everywhere. And so you can kind of, there's a little spatula in the jar to grab these out and you can kind of just paint it on. So just be ready. They're pretty slippery in that sample thing. Oh, it's pretty gooey. Well, they're giving me a run for my money today. Okay. If you have some extra gel on your fingers, you can always put it on your eyelids. And these can actually be utilized on your eyelids as well. You can just flip them right over and put them up there to help kind of firm up that eyelid if you have any skin that's starting to droop and sag and do all those beautiful things. And okay, so these are just going to sit here. They might travel on you a little bit, but hopefully you got enough gel off that they're going to stick to your face a little better and not slide down. These are going to help with quite a few things. So hydration being number one. I already talked about the fact that we don't produce any moisture or oil here. And so that's why you see aging in the eye area quite often first, being like fine lines and crow's feet and stuff like that. There's no moisture, and lack of moisture is what causes wrinkles. So you got to fill in that wrinkle with hydration. So it's going to help boost that. And then it's also going to help with under eye, like dark circles and puffiness. So if anyone has like super puffy eyes, these help a lot. We also have like a daily product or like a when you need it product called Instant Eye Puffiness Reducer. So that's a great option as well. These can be used as often as you want, truly, but the recommended use is like twice a week for 20 minutes. Now, I leave mine on for about 2 hours because I don't think they're done working after 20 minutes. Kind of like the face mask that I talked about. These kind of like like an eye mask. It will continue to absorb the product into your skin well beyond 20 minutes, especially if you have dehydrated skin in the eye area, and I've never met a person who didn't. So you can leave these on as long as you want. They'll actually start like thinning out and getting dry and almost be like, you could almost like crack them or break them. They'll become brittle because they've absorbed all of this product into your skin. And so all the hydration that's in the patches will go into your skin and they're going to be left dehydrated. So I like to put these on and go watch TV for the evening. I like to do them on like a Saturday or a Sunday morning when I'm cleaning and doing dishes around my house. I like to wear them when I'm on like a really long road trip because I'm like, what else am I going to do? I'm just sitting here. And I just leave them on until they're kind of done. So I love these little suckers. And like I said, you can put them up here too to help with that skin. And so we're just going to leave them on and let them do their magic. We are going to do our lip treatment next. So you're going to grab a pod, one of your pods, little circles. It's going to say scrub and balm on it. And if for whatever reason the writing wore off, it has like two little products on one product on each little side. So if it wore off, the one we're going to use first, you're not going to mix them together. I don't know why, but I've had a couple people mix them together. It's going to be on, if you open the pod to you, it's going to be on the left side. And what this is it's a lip scrub. So we're going to exfoliate our lips as well. So you're just going to take a little bit out of there. You don't need a lot. And you're just going to scrub it all over your lips. Dry lips, you don't need water. It kind of tastes like Fruit Loops if you get it in your mouth on accident. So we're exfoliating our lips just like we did the rest of our face, because there is tons of dead skin buildup on our lips, which a lot of people just don't think about. Okay, scrub as long as you like, but whenever you feel like you're done, take your washcloth. This will be the last time and just slough that off. This has shea butter in it, so it's going to be gentle enough that it's going to exfoliate your lips, but it's not going to strip them and make them like raw and painful. And like I said, we just don't really think about our lips when we think about skincare or exfoliating or anything, but our lips are just exposed to so much like wind and sun and all the fun elements, and it just really takes a toll on them. So you're going to notice that your lips are going to be a lot softer, a lot smoother. And the color of your lips is going to be probably like a deeper red or like a prettier pink. And that's because you had a lot of dead skin kind of blocking the natural color of your lips. So this is really great Also a great one to just stick in the shower and use there, but you can use it a couple times a week. Also really great if you're going to be wearing a lipstick or anything. It's going to make that look so much better. And it's going to stay longer. It's going to look smoother, all that stuff. So the other side of that little pod is a balm. So go ahead and just take a little bit of that, and we're going to hydrate our lips with the lip balm. This also has shea butter. And our lip balm is a little different than most products. A lot of like chapsticks and stuff are wax based, and what wax does is it kind of just creates a layer on your lips, but it's not penetrating your lips. So you put a layer on, it soothes it for a minute, and then a little bit later, you need another layer, and you're just making layers on top of layers that are just building up. So this has shea butter and other things that are going to actually penetrate the skin and hydrate it. And so I keep one of these like everywhere, you know, my desk and my purse and my nightstand and all that stuff. Okay. We are going to use our nourishing oil. So this is your other pod, your other circle. I know it looks like there's nothing in it, but there is, because it's a clear oil, so you can't really see it. And when I use this product on a daily basis, this has an eyedropper, and I'm using about 2 to 3 drops. I use one on each side of my face and then sometimes one on my neck. So what I would recommend is just take your pod and dip your finger in, and then put some over here, and dip your finger in and put some over here, and then just spread that as far as you can. And then add a little more if you feel like you need to, but this is pretty dense, so it's really hydrating and it'll move a long way. Like I said, I use 2 to 3 drops, and in your pods, I gave you about 8 drops. So just for your reference on how much you have. If you can smell anything, that is vanilla, natural vanilla, and it's like my favorite scent ever. So I love putting this on. This product is my favorite. It does so much good for your skin. So not only is it hydrating, I'm sure you can feel that right away that it's really hydrating. It penetrates your skin really deeply. And it also has some other plant products that help to really boost hydration in your skin and help repair and restore your moisture barrier. So anyone who has really raw skin that stings or has a lot of redness or anything like that, or on the opposite side of the spectrum has a lot of oiliness, your moisture barrier is probably damaged and you need to repair that. This and the strip that I talked about, this skincare line, that first one we talked about, those 2 products alone and a hydrating sheet mask are going to go a long, long way to repair that for you. When I started using this oil in conjunction with the Time Wise Miracle Set, which is that long strip, I've had redness in my skin here for probably 15 plus years, that although my skin's pretty hydrated, it just never would go away. When I started using those 2 together, in about 4 to 5 months, it was probably 95% better, the redness in my skin. So if that's a big issue for you, this is a great product for that. And just daily, another layer of hydration. This is one that I would recommend everyone to be using. I also love to use this on my kids because it's 100% natural and it's really easy and quick to put on. And it, you know, it's not goopy or anything like that. So like we just did baths earlier tonight, and both of their skin is just getting a little dried out with the weather and all that stuff, and just being in the bath too long and all that stuff. So I just put a drop on each side and I massage it into their skin. Their skin is so young that if I need a second layer, it's super easy to put on. If you ever are putting this on and noticing that it takes a long time to absorb into your skin, like it's sitting on the surface, you're not exfoliating enough. You're not using that gritty microderm. That's what I'm talking about when I said it's going to sit and get stuck on those dead skin cells. It's not getting to your pores because your pores are blocked by dead skin. So that's just kind of a fun little tip as well. And then the last thing we're going to do, you have one more packet, and it's called our Time Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask. Now this one really goes a long way. So really use this one sparingly to start. And I'm wondering what I did with mine. Here it is. Okay. So I would take like about a pea size of this. Like this is plenty. Now, when I put on any type of hydration other than this is, you know, kind of different because it's an eyedropper. I don't like to rub it between my fingertips and start spreading because wherever you touch first is going to have the most product, and then the rest of your skin is not going to get the same concentration of the product. So what I do, you're not going to be able to see this because it's clear gel, but I like to run it down my finger and really see how much I have. And there's really a lot of product there. So I just run it down my finger, and then I take a little bit off and start putting that and see how far I can spread it before I add a bunch more to that area. Because you're going to be surprised with how this exfoliation we did, how far your products can spread. And it's great because then you need to use less of each product and it's going to last you longer. Because you don't need to be putting on this huge thick layer to feel like you're getting hydration in your skin. Now, what does this product do? This is a hydration mask treatment, not like a sheet mask, but a soothing gel kind of layer that you can use a couple different ways. So tonight we're just going to leave it on our skin, and you're going to leave it on overnight, and it's going to help throughout the night soften and moisturize your skin. The other way to use it is you can leave it on for like 10 minutes and then just wash it off with a washcloth and then continue with like the rest of your skincare. So if there's a morning where your skin is just really feeling dehydrated or something like that, you could use it as a 10-minute mask. I prefer to do it this way. And you could do that a couple nights a week of just leaving it on at the end. And in the morning, your skin is going to be super soft. It's going to be super healthy looking. Ours are going to be really great in the morning. Katie could tell you, she's already done this once. Her skin felt really great in the morning. And a lot of people don't believe me. They're like, okay, it's going to be great. And I'm like, no, it's going to be really great. It's going to be really different. It's going to be super soft. It's going to be really, really glowy and just look really healthy. And so that's kind of how we combine a lot of our supplemental skincare to get this deep cleanse, deep exfoliation, and deep hydration to help boost our daily skincare and make that way more effective. And like I said, you can do this a couple times a month, or you can break out the supplements and utilize each of them a couple times a week, kind of rotating through based on what your skin needs, and just kind of utilize it however works best for you. So in the morning, your skin's going to be great. Let me share my graphic real quick on how to utilize these samples in the morning. If you're a makeup wearer, just be aware that you're going to need a lot less like foundation in the morning. It's going to glide because it's not getting hung up again on dead skin. And it's just going to be amazing. I'm going to review really quickly what we did because I know that was a lot of information. So in this, this is kind of a picture of everything we did except for the cleanser, because the cleanser I'm going to talk about in that strip. So the first thing we did after cleansing was that gritty microdermabrasion. And that's going to help get all the extra dead skin off of our face. So it's going to look brighter and it's going to look brighter and it's going to look softer and less textured and all that. Then we did the deep cleanse charcoal mask where we kind of lit up all of our spots of what's hiding in our skin and being gross down there. And then the tingly mask goes 2 to 3 layers deep, starts turning your skin over more quickly, helps with fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, all that stuff. And then we did our lip scrub and our lip balm. The pore minimizer we didn't use today, but I'm going to teach you how. But that would go on after the Microderm Refine to help soothe and calm your skin and make your pores look smaller. And then the hydrogel eye patches to help bring down puffiness or anything like that. Dark circles, hydration. The oil, going to help boost hydration, dramatically help with redness, help restore the moisture barrier, and like hold moisture into your skin. And then the Time-Wise Moisture Renewing Gel Mask is going to be an emollient. It's going to be a botanical. It has soothing botanicals and aloe, so that's also going to help with redness and stuff like that, and just be a great deep hydration step. And then the last thing I want to give you is how to utilize your serum.
Rachel,
Yeah.
Jess got booted out or something happened and
Oh
she's trying
no.
to get back in.
Okay.
She had
Yep, I see it now.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if she made it back. Oh, Jess, you're back. Okay, we were just going over kind of the steps we just did. So you didn't miss anything. And I'm also going to send that graphic to everyone so you can see and visualize what we used. So yeah, you didn't miss anything too much.
Sorry, my laptop died somehow. I have no idea how.
I have had that happen a couple times, but it's bad when I do it because then everyone gets kicked out. Okay, so then the last thing I'm going to leave you with here. This is kind of the info sheet about the strip. This one that we used. I don't see myself anymore, so I hopefully you can see it. And so how to utilize this is on this side over here. And again, I'm going to send this to everyone. In the morning, you use your cleanser first, then you use the moisturizer, and then you use the Daytime Defender Serum. And the reason that goes on last is because it has that SPF and all those protective qualities. So we want to put that on top to protect our skin and create that barrier from the environment. Then in the evening, it's just a little different. You do the cleanser again, and then you use the night serum. And the reason being that that's going to go before moisturizer is because any serums or things that are going to change your skin and repair them, you want to get them as close to your skin as possible. So you want that to be before moisturizer. Moisturizer is always last. And so the nighttime recovery serum goes between the two to help change and make your skin brighter and firmer and all those good things and start repairing it. And then if you want to try out the pore minimizer and just see what it feels like, because it can be used every day, that's always going to go right below your moisturizer, no matter what the order. So in the morning, it would be cleanser, pore minimizer, moisturizer, day serum. And then at night, it would be cleanser, night serum, pore minimizer, moisturizer. And I'm going to send that out too. So don't feel like you have to remember everything. Okay. That is kind of it. And I hope everyone enjoyed it. I hope your skin feels different. I think I have everyone's individual consult set up. So if you have specific questions, we can go over them then. Does anyone have like an immediate question that they would like me to answer now? No. Perfect. Okay. Then everyone have a really great evening and get some sleep. And I'll talk with everyone soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys.